Okay, we had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
Alright, what's going on guys, it's Cats here and welcome back to F1 2018 Career Mode. We're here for the round number 17, Japan, also episode number 17. We, as you can see there, gonna have a dry weekend, and also we have a new engine upgrade for the ERS, which puts us actually equal with Ferrari in performance, which means that, you know, because they're leading the championship, or the drivers' championship, they have a first and third, so it's actually pretty good for us to be equaling with them. And as you can see here, we also have a major aero upgrade coming for USA, so that should be lovely. Headed into qualifying now. Hopefully we get to see some of this car's pace. This is a very aerodynamic circuit, especially Sector 1. So I'm not expecting too much, as aero is not our strongest compartment, but it's still pretty good. We only set P10 as we now start our second lap here, and we don't improve actually. But that started us one extra lap where we just go full ham. We were actually 4/10 up in the first sector, just lost a lot, and we try and go out for another one, but there's just not enough time. So actually that ends up with P11. That's yeah, we don't want to be here. And our rival Max Verstappen gets third, as the top three is Hamilton, Vettel and Verstappen. Stoffel Van Dorn gets P9, so that's good for him, I guess. Lance Stroll actually last instead of Sergei Sirotkin. That's pretty fancy, and 3/10 separate them as well. Sirotkin was actually 3/10 faster than his teammate. But yeah, let's let Crofty speak.
Today from the Mie Prefecture of Japan, as we look forward to the Japanese Grand Prix. The 2015 race here was one of only 5 Grand Prix in history to feature no retirements at all. Although with the highly competitive field we have today, I don't expect we'll be repeating that stat anytime soon.
Alright, thanks Crofty. So here we have the grid. Hamilton on pole, Sebastian Vettel P2, and our rival Max Verstappen P3. We're P9 as... who's that? Carlos Sainz gets a penalty, Stoffel Van Dorn gets a penalty, and Sergio Perez gets a penalty. That's definitely not optimal, but here we have the strategy: super soft to softs, hitting lap 6 with just over 3 laps of extra fuel on the car, so that should be nice. But here we go, ready for the start of the race. 5 red lights, and away we go. Immediately get it up into Rich, going onto the inside line, covering over Kevin Magnussen here, so we can get off the line pretty well. Everyone in front of us got a pretty good start here, as we suddenly just decide that, oh, there's a gap there on the inside of Ocon, so if we go past that, that's already up into P8 from P9. Nico Hulkenberg looks like he's going quite slow here. We want to see if we can get past him. We actually touch him in the rear there, as we suddenly find ourselves on the outside, and we just find all the grip out there to go around the outside of him. I think there was a little bit of contact, but it's fine. It's good racing. Kimi Raikkonen up ahead of us. Can we be a little bit optimistic? Go for a move here? Yes, we can. Actually, no contact, but still kind of forced him wide. Sorry about that, Kimi, but yeah, I had to do it. We're already up into 6th, and that's 3 positions up after lap 1. Coming into lap 2 now, Sebastian Vettel and Valtteri Bottas are fighting there. Looks like there's a lot of contact from them. Jeff tells us that there's minor wear on the engine, which means we won't have 100% power outage, or power output, which is not good, because, you know, we want to be able to fight. As we go around the outside of Ricardo, he kind of touches us in the rear. I was just checking about the engine there. As we now go up the inside of both Vettel and Bottas. Bottas just gets shunted wide by Sebastian Vettel there. DRS has been enabled now. Ricardo wants to overtake us, so we go on the inside line, because it's very likely to get pushed out wide if you go on the outside line. So we cover up the inside, go kind of wide, which I admit that's my bad. But Ricardo didn't really take too bad effect of it, as Hamilton was pitting, so Verstappen's leading now into the pits right there. Hopefully we can hold him a little bit, because we want to see if we can get past him, as he is our rival. But because he's leading the race, we're going to have to go for the win here, which is possible in the car we have. Pretty good stop here. Stoffel Van Dorn, our teammate there, also pits this lap, so hopefully they'll be ready with his tyres and stuff. It's a pretty good pit stop, 2.3. So we're currently P2, right behind Max Verstappen as Lewis Hamilton is out of the race. Lewis Hamilton retires. The previous race leader retires as we get the fastest lap of the race, which is of course very nice. Yeah, we are so desperate to catch Verstappen that, as you can see down the bottom corner, we're 0.11 laps down on the fuel with only a few laps to go. As we currently try and get in within DRS, we're 1.06 off, but we just lose again, and we're going to have to save fuel here on the last few laps. So at the end of lap 12, we're 2.5 seconds off, and we're not going to have this win, sadly. But we just really try and push this. So we'll go out there in the gravel. I flick the wheel in frustration after this. I mean, P2 is lovely. Okay, Max Verstappen just sets fastest lap over us. Driver celebrates because he doesn't know what we were trying to do. Of course, you know, he's programmed to celebrate with a P2. A P2 is really lovely as well, but when this man here gets in front of us, when that is what I see after the race, no. I really want to beat Verstappen in the championship. It's possible. He's between 10 and 20 points ahead of us. I think like around 15, few below, few above. But yeah, Raikkonen finishes off the podium with Verstappen P1 and us in P2. After he had a race-long fight with Vettel, I noticed while driving. So Sebastian Vettel starts 4th. So yeah, Verstappen wins. We're P2. Kimi Raikkonen in P3 after his legendary long fight with Sebastian Vettel there. They were slowing each other down a lot, so they were quite far behind. Kevin Magnussen, our previous rival and our countryman, P8, good result for him. Sergio Perez gets driver of the day after starting last and finishing 9th. Stoffel Van Dorn finishes 11th after starting 18th, so I guess it's pretty good. Valtteri Bottas finishes 12th, and Lewis Hamilton from pole ends up retiring. So from 1st and 4th on the grid to 12th and 20th, that's just really disappointing weekend for Mercedes, I must say. As you can see there, Raikkonen also jumping Bottas in the little fight between them. Yeah, Stoffel Van Dorn still 13th. Esteban Ocon gets a good one. Sebastian Vettel has a pretty good lead over Hamilton, so he might be winning the championship, as Haas has had a pretty bad one compared to Force India and Renault, as they both come ahead of Haas. As you can see there, we win the rivalry against Stoffel Van Dorn, but we're losing it against Max Verstappen by only 1 point due to him winning and getting the fastest lap. So yeah, we quickly buy a aero upgrade. So we'll actually, as it stands right now, we'll have the fastest car by the time we're at Mexico. But that is if neither Ferrari, Red Bull or Mercedes upgrade their car, which is very unlikely. They haven't upgraded in a while, so I'm guessing they all have pretty good points to spend. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to hopefully have the best car at the end of the season, which is the goal. I think we had like 3rd, 4th worst car at Melbourne, and now we're here at Japan with the drawn 3rd place in car performance, which is of course very lovely. But yeah, that was it for this episode of Career Mode. I really hope you enjoyed it, and in approximately 3 hours time, 3-4 hours time, I'll be on a flight headed to Nunu's place. So here in this weekend you should be seeing some content over on Nunu's channel that involves me as well, and along the next few weeks probably something from me as well, when I finally edited stuff like that and that. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.